questions for head coach Jared Bednar. Ryan, start off with you.
Alex Barry-Boulet was called up with the last second earlier this morning. He hadn't registered a point in an NHL game since 2023. How impressive was he tonight, given the short notice?
Yeah, I liked him. I mean, that line did some good things for us. Like they drew a few icings, had a good forecheck, drew a penalty. Like they were able to sustain some ozone time. That was in the second period. We were able to jump out our top guys and get a favorable matchup a couple times. So short notice for sure. And yeah, he came in, did a nice job. They shortened their bench a little bit, so did we. So they didn't see a lot of ice time in the second half of the game.
Eric,
what were your thoughts on the game overall, and particularly the effort in the third period?
I liked it. I liked the whole game, our effort and mentality and commitment to check the right way. We made a couple mistakes, a couple of those low attacks. They scored on the one where we left the guy all alone net front, thinking we were going to get a touch on the puck, and we were heading to like some areas to go break out, and then we kind of got beat out of the corner on another one that Wedgie made a big save on. So, but 5-on-5 defending was good. We took a few too many penalties, but I thought overall, like really good effort from our team and a good bounce back game from us.
Jesse, then Colin.
Kind of a two-parter here. One, do you feel any clearer on what goaltender interference is? And two, I imagine you have to like the response from your group after that call doesn't go your way.
Yeah, no, I have no clue what it is still to this day. I don't mind saying it. And yeah, but like to just stick with it. Like we were having a good third period too again, and we had a great second period 5-on-5 as well. So we were starting to put together some good shifts and extended time and getting some good looks at the net. And obviously that's a huge play right after that. Great play by Marty on the wall, Nate to pick it up, lucky to go to the net, just all around skating onto the puck and making sure we're getting touches so we can keep going in the right direction. They did that on that play, and it gets us that 2-goal lead again.
Colin, then Pat.
You lose nutrition in the beginning of the game, come in, move Olsen and Bolton and Nelson together. They played together before, but what do you think of that line?
Yeah, they were good. I like that line a lot. I think Ole's playing some really good hockey recently, and Colt seems to be re-energized playing up with Nelly. So it was a good line. I liked I liked our whole team tonight. I can't like pick out a player where I was like, geez, I didn't like what he did. There was a play here and there, but I think overall the effort and the commitment to play the right way was there throughout our lineup.
Pat and Corey.
To kind of piggyback off what Jesse was talking about, it looked like Wedgwood had the stick knocked out and then the guy tripped over it. I mean,
yep.
What was I guess, what did you see on that?
That's exactly what I saw. Their guy skated through, knocked the stick out of his hands, and tripped on it behind the net. Yeah, I mean, you tell me if it's a penalty or not. Obviously, it is tonight.
Corey, then Evan.
You mentioned like needing a little bit more from some guys because of some of the guys who were out. I mean, it's all relative, but was Nate in that group? Because he's had a couple of really good games recently and a couple of like less impactful, at least by his standard. And then just what did you think of him?
Well, he was great tonight. Yeah, he was fantastic. And it took him, and also like those guys, they want to score early and often, right? But you got to continue to play the right way on the other side of the puck, on the defensive side, and do all the little things without the puck in order to be able to go score, right? And to have the puck enough. And they managed the puck well. They were dangerous. They've played the game plan. So the fact that it didn't happen for them early in the game, and then they are able to like just stay with it and then get rewarded about twice in the third. Like it's what you need, and so when you're missing players, I think regardless of who they are, you need your top guys to be really good, right? Because the margin for error is smaller, and it gets incrementally harder to win, and you need those guys to have big nights on a lot of nights, right? And yeah, they had one tonight, and we needed it to get back on track.
Evan and Kobe.
Just Val didn't play in this morning. It seemed like a stretch. Is there anything? Any update on him?
Yeah, he got in a car wreck on the way to the rink to the game, so he had some minor injuries. Came to the rink, got checked out, and everything seems to be okay. Just not good enough to play tonight. Just a little bit of a precautionary day, and we'll see what tomorrow brings for him. Yeah.
Kobe.
Nate is the seventh player to reach 1,100 points in the NHL. Are there things on a daily basis that shock you about what he's able to do, or is it just like there's nothing new that's surprised you? I guess.
No, I think well, when you're around him every day, you see the way he works and how he how professional he is and how dialed in is in like every aspect of his career. Um, doesn't shock me at all. But when you just kind of sit back and look at the numbers and how consistent he's able to produce and still play hard on the defensive side of the puck, there's not much he's lacking in his game, right? So when you kind of take a bird's eye view of it, it impresses me every day, and he shocks me every day. But then, like anything else, if you're around it every day, you just kind of sort of come to expect it. It doesn't make it any easier for him to continue to do that. You just kind of expect, like, well, why didn't he get 3 points tonight? Like that's kind of where it's at. So, I mean, he's had a hell of a career to this point, and there's no signs of him slowing down. So I'm sure he's well on his way to another, however many points he's going to get.
Last couple ones, T-Mac.
With the car wreck, was it more of a fender bender, or was it kind of serious, like going to the hospital sort of thing?
No, it was a fender bender, yeah, but serious enough to keep him out of the lineup tonight. So
Was it me? I'm sorry to be so specific.
I don't know all the details. Otherwise, I'd help you out. Like he was, that roads were icy when the guys were coming in this morning and slick, and there was a multiple vehicle accident. Yeah.
Finish with Ryan.
Since the power play meeting you mentioned before the Ottawa game, the power play has converted on 21% of their opportunities, which is statistically better than it's been. Are you satisfied with the progress, and where else do they need to improve?
Well, we're still going to work to improve it. It's actually better than 21% because at the end of whatever game it was, like we were playing Manson on the top of the power play to try to get him a hat trick and some other guys, and even the one we get tonight, it's 18 seconds and we put our fourth line out. We probably burned 5 or 6 of those power plays. I think I have it in the 25% range since we've kind of flipped things around, which is good. It's a good start. We want to be as dangerous as possible, and we've had some power plays in that stretch that haven't looked great. We've had some of them look fantastic, but it's definitely getting more consistent, and guys are continuing to work on it and share ideas and get on the same page, and then just work on the execution part of it. So I think it's still going to come yet again.
Corey, go ahead, finish.
Like, could you sort of give us a little bit of the logistics of how and when Alex got here? Like, with that.
Yeah, I think we let him know about 50 minutes before the guys were supposed to be here, right? Which is 2 hours before the game or whatever. So it was under 3 hours before the game, and he got in just in time coming up from Loveland.